your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your job is
chill.
dangerous.
You would actually have to go to work.
Went to school, and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice. You're
high. You're hungover.
That's what I'm playing video games. I play video games on my spare
I
time.
don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
Dog, bro, chat, like, look. Both is hard, bro. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, people think streaming is really easy. People think content creation in general is really easy. Hey, there's niggas out here that's been doing this shit for 10 years and ain't see no fucking results, buddy. That's, bro. Niggas, bro, I don't think people understand how hard, nigga. You can work at a 9 to 5 and get guaranteed money, nigga. Streaming, you start off with shit. The content creator, you start off at 0. Soon as you get that job, you can get your paycheck in a week, like that. Boom, or a week or two. Boom, like that.
Same
I don't think people know how hard it is, bro, to make it with content creation.
So my
bro.
argument here is that streaming and social media creation is harder than a 9 to 5.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say
It's
that?
not
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job, and slave for fucking pennies.
See, that's
He's talking about pennies.
the thing is, you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in.
Bro.
You wake up, you go, you flip some patties,
Nah,
maybe
uh-uh.
sign a few envelopes,
Nope,
answer a few
nope,
phone calls.
nope.
With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch
No.
that never
When you're a
turns
mail
off.
carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every
Mail
motherfucking
carrier.
day.
We
I'm
have to
still
deal with
slaving
thousands,
every day.
tens of thousands of people
Bullshit.
Bro, I
critiquing
don't think they
every.
understand, like, I ain't gonna say people, everybody's Aiden, but like, bro, do niggas remember when Aiden was getting swatted like 2 times? We'll say, nigga, like 5 times a week?
Little thing we do, every
Man,
decision we
bro.
make, every
Niggas don't
thought
know
we
You
what
guys
have.
got it
that,
made,
bro.
man. I wish I had
We
it made
don't-
like y'all.
We don't have
I
to go
wish.
sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
Man,
we
you
have
got
to
it
be,
gravy, bro.
What's the next trend?
Because
What's the
the
next
shit I
idea?
go through
Oh
every
my
day,
God, I have to stream today.
And I got dogs that
people,
want to
bro.
bite my ass
And
every
you have lunch
day.
breaks.
You don't
have
even
lunch
gotta
break.
think of nothing as a 9 to 5 where you just go do. Just go straight to the job. It's already set plan for you of what you gotta do. Nigga, when you do content, it's all on you. It's all on you with your ideas, what your content gonna be. It's all on you, bro.
We don't have
Everything is
breaks.
on you,
We're
bro.
on 24/7.
You got
high
it. You
energy,
have no break, bro.
24/7.
I wish I could be at home like you and get back and get paid
I don't
big
even.
money.
We're not even at home. We're walking around. We're
Man,
walking
I
around
wanna
doing
do
things,
all of
going
that
to
because
parties, doing
the
all this
shit
stuff.
I gotta slave just for not even 100,000 a year. I gotta work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have a
No, I'm not.
steady
What's that?
rate.
You're not guaranteed?
If I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as that.
Yeah, but you have a guaranteed pay.
Guaranteed pay.
But
If
yeah,
you
you
work,
got
that's
guaranteed
your
pay.
decision. If you don't want
I
to work,
gotta work at the job for
if
years.
I don't go live, I don't get
Just
paid
to-
either.
Yeah.
You don't gotta deal with people spamming L's.
Yes, we have people in the chat spamming L's.
bro.
Oh, this is boring. We don't like this video. We have to create content. Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F this not a fine shit.
If streaming is so
Oh, yeah.
easy, how come every single person I see is not a streamer?
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
That's facts.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I get called fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's your homeboy.
I ain't gonna lie, this man got a little tang to him.
And chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's your
Yeah.
homeboy.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy, you right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing a flag.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
So you raise your flag. Is there a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because I was actually a cook for 15 years, so that means for
Old heads
15
not
years
putting
I
in
had
no
to get
streaming
up.
work. That's why they not, bro. I don't. Hey, bro. I don't think they will understand, bro. Like, nigga, you start from straight zero, nigga. Straight zero. Nigga, you know how long it takes for you to make a fucking dollar?
Practice every
Dude, just
day.
$1.
Get
You
dressed,
know, I don't
go
think
to
people know
work,
how hard
and
it is,
I had to
dog.
deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
We deal with children every day.
We deal with tens of thousands of children and adults.
The Lacey Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey Thugs are?
I can't go out in public without 10 kids coming up and asking for a picture. You know how hard that is of a life?
Isn't that
That is
special?
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever.
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have
She's
that
trying to
security.
hate. Come on, do you think this is gonna last forever? Man, bitch, shut the fuck. Man, look, bro. This is damn near the most mentally challenging job.
gonna last
Bro,
forever.
yeah,
Having
bro.
a job,
Look,
being
that's
a
why,
cook.
because I promise you, you can look at it like, damn, I'm grinding. You seeing your shit say no results. Damn, bro, what the fuck am I doing this for, bro? And then you might want to quit. Some people might keep going, but they'll keep going. Let's say for like 2 years, they ain't getting shit. I'm like, damn, and they'll just quit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Nigga, 2 years, if you work 2 years at the 9 to 5, bro, you and say you make 25K both year, what is that, like 50K, nigga? That's, I ain't gonna say that's average, but like, nigga, that's
You
grind.
have that
just
security of,
getting earnings,
oh, I
not
have a
doing
job,
something
I have a
screaming,
degree,
bro.
I have this.
But I get what people
This can
say
end
they
for me
rather do
tomorrow.
this.
Hypothetically, if you said,
I
if
get they
you
say
all
they'd rather
sudden
do this than work a
you
job. I
lost all
get
your
that.
followers,
But
what would you do?
they tomorrow.
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would you
Job.
do if you lost completely all your YouTubers? You had nothing. No one watched you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to actually have to go to work.
Oh, fuck! They already working. I hate these people. I don't think they understand what they do these behind the scenes. Y'all just look. Y'all think it's laughs and giggles. Just pick up a camera and just smile. Hey, I'm vlogging and this. Y'all think it's that easy? Dog. I swear, dude.
Oh my God, did I just cuss at you?
That's a slur. If I did lose all my followers, I would probably
Dude,
buy a couple
like,
houses
bro.
and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the
They
chat
think
and be
it just comes-
interactive.
Yeah,
and
But
stuff
no, he
like
lost
that.
everybody.
like
He
another
lost
follower,
everybody.
money,
He has
boom,
no
like that, bro.
followers
That's-
whatsoever.
you're-
He would
you're-
have to turn
yeah, but
around.
you're proving my point.
You would have
You're
to turn
proving my
around.
point. You're proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all tomorrow.
but
Yeah.
you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds
Plenty
of
of
people
other
lined up. You go
places
cook
to
over
go.
here, cook over there.
Yes.
make
You could be a
here.
private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that
I
security.
was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still
Well,
cook.
you still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight. Yo, Lacey, it's the truth.
No. Yeah, bro.
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal, I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 Loco cans. I gotta make sure, like I gotta make sure I get the 4 Loco can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the South.
Nice to meet you.
I like this shit.
35 years ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism back in the 60s and the 50s.
Dude.
People didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3,
No,
7.
bitch. No, I'm sorry. Nobody, no females, bitch. Look, did you just say 60s first of all?
If you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So
There
yeah,
was no such thing as screaming in the 60s. You bringing up your opinion from the 60s. What the fuck they gotta do with now?
a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
you get
Rhonda, can I ask
They
you
were 24/7. I don't think, bruh. You done screaming. Okay, after you done screaming, okay, we're gonna have to post this. We got this video plan. Boom, boom. Let's do this. Let's do that. We're gonna have to think about this to do this on Scream later. This, that. All right, we're gonna scream that. Boom. That scream is now over. Let's repeat this session. You do, bro. And then you don't. And then it comes to a point.
no.
Damn.
Have you ever
all
done
you
it?
get
do-
spoiled. You get spoiled, and your
Rhonda,
mama and
Rhonda,
daddy keep
Rhonda,
giving
we
it to you.
Rhonda,
Because
guys, I got a
did it.
question for Rhonda. I got a
did
question
it.
for Rhonda. Rhonda,
Yes.
have you ever done a
Americans are dumb,
subathon?
bro.
What's a subathon?
30
Dead
days straight,
24/7.
hours a day.
Day and night. No break.
We
Putting your face in the camera. Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't do
all
that.
streamed.
That
for
ain't even healthy.
You're talking about
Yeah,
working 7 to
yeah,
3.
it's not.
You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax, We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
If you know how
day
hard
were
it is
you a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute ad?
You
When have you
clean
ever
up
ran? You
vomit,
never ran a 3-minute
You
ad.
pass trays. You short-handed. You
Talk
don't
about the fake
overlook.
relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now keep.
It's fake
Think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person. We call them
Dude.
parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and
I
judging
got
you.
caught with
based
my
on it.
ex.
I
in
got caught with
public.
my ex,
Yeah,
and
fam,
I got.
something saying the parasocials. Gosh, not. Don't get me started on no. It's just there are straight creeps outside of this shit for real, bro.
Treated like I was a
lot of shit
pedophile
come
for
with
it.
that shit
But
when you
mental
get
health,
at this level,
mental
bro. At
health.
that
When you
screaming shit,
stop
bro.
caring about what people
you get
think
at they
and
level,
what
bro.
they say about you, do you. Do you.
But sometimes
that's-
that shit can
that's a
get
big-
mentally draining when you see like they community shit. That whole thing I be seeing. L's yo counted as ads. Like say it's 2,000 people. All of them just saying his ad. Nigga, that
Problem
shit
with
will
young
fuck with you.
people. You care about
You can
what
say,
people
man, I ain't
think.
fuck what they
Social
saying, but
media,
at the
what
back of
they
your
say
mind, that
about
shit.
you.
That's our
That's our job.
You said you're a
tryna-
nurse, right?
35
You trying to make
years.
sure
What do you
you
think's
stay
harder?
on.
24-hour
your
open
shit good,
surgery,
bro, for
like
everybody
when you're
to
helping
watch.
with, the doctor, et cetera, or 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh,
You
brother.
short-handed.
We're saving thousands. You're saving one.
Okay, they trolling. They trolling. It's not hurting. Nursing, I think nursing harder for sure. But like, she's
said
tripping
30 day
to my
subathon,
60s.
right?
Yep.
My argument is that none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
he part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
I would even go as far to say as every
that was
person in this
hilarious,
room,
bro.
we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a
Why
year.
is she laughing?
He's
Bro,
trolling.
nah, she making me mad.
He's trolling. I don't know why she laughing. Cause she came up there just being a dumbass, bro. Ooh, what did she tell you about the cooking? Well, she said, yeah, but I had to go cook the frozen food.
For a
Why is she
year.
laughing? Bro, nah, she making me mad.
I actually feel like they're wrong.
Dumbass people, bro.
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah.
Harder?
No, it makes
Nah,
it
that's
easier.
not-
For you
Makes
guys.
it easier
Yeah.
because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%.
Laughing at
Talk
somebody
about-
eating
talk about
frozen
raises.
food,
Makes it
frozen
easier for
food.
9
Like, bro, like, man, hey,
to 5 people
dude.
to have a
He
job.
talking about they
because their
brainwashed,
pay
dude.
is
Yeah,
They
when you
gotta
go to work
be,
every day,
dog.
everyone's
They
So you're
gotta
basing
be,
the
I
ease of a
promise
job
you, bro.
just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
Well, let's just say well, that comes
Like,
to
dude,
perspective.
there's
If
just
you
no
say someone who
way.
works food, if you're someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed, and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most
Nothing.
jobs, like certain things, like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay? That's one
9 to-
aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or wherever Lacey is easier than a streamer, yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas, you have to stay relevant. There
Oh,
was
we're talking about ideas now. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
what do you-
talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to
that's
start with
one
though?
way that
But it
it's
doesn't
easier.
make. But
Well,
you're not
you
even.
Still goes in what the fuck they gotta do. Like he said, they gotta make up ideas 24/7. That's on their mind 24/7 doing this shit. Nigga. And if you think you have a good idea, and if that shit is ass, niggas not gonna fuck with you.
You're not
Okay.
even.
Boom, you not
keep
getting
switching
paid,
it. So
nigga.
why
I'm
don't you
not
answer my
switching
question?
anything.
No, you 100% are. So how is it harder?
There's
if you're
people who
guaranteed
got
to
a
pay?
million subscribers right now who feel completely off. You go to the YouTube right now, they shit only gonna say 500 views, 1,000 views each video. I'm
I
telling
worked
you,
for
bro.
4 years of
They ain't
streaming. I
getting
didn't make
paid
a
shit.
dollar.
Well, what's your definition of hard?
Yeah, what? Thank
Easy
you.
to
Yeah,
pay.
look,
I
you
worked
just
for
said
4 years
4
of streaming. I didn't make a
years.
dollar.
No, not a dime. You can work at a job for 4 years straight. You gonna get you straight.
What's your definition of hard?
No, I
That's the
don't.
thing.
Hey,
It's like what
Stuff
is
that you need
difficult.
creativity. You need to
Okay.
get out of your circle,
Mm-hmm.
comfort zone.
Yeah.
You need to be able to actually make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube.
much YouTube.
So it's the same thing. So the people that
Absolutely,
you're
yeah.
entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
That's true, but you're talking about entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
entertainment
But
as
my
a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why
guarantees.
Don't have it
Absolutely.
that
So
it
do you
just works.
truthfully
Yeah,
sit here
bro.
and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that, I'm just using that because that's the best
Sure.
example,
Yeah, yeah.
is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you. Because
In the
there's
sense of
hard
everyday
physically,
activity.
there's
Some people
hard-
around here said, oh, I got to wake up at
Yes, I
7
knew
a.m.,
it was
8
one of
a.m.
those, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to do the
Look
same
like
thing.
a fucking hillbilly. Look like a damn hippie. I know he was a hippie back in his
sure.
younger
People do
days,
that.
bro.
And you deal
I know
with
he
yourself.
was.
No, we deal with millions
When
of
you're
people.
creating that content and you have your phone,
Okay.
you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
Not true.
coworkers and you're not
That's not
dealing
true at
with-
all. I have an
Okay.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing
Which
any
is
type
later.
of content, he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the
I
card,
knew
let's
it.
say, who's
Yeah,
above
I
you?
think
Your
that's-
boss,
I think
right?
it's that
What
easy.
happens if he just takes the business and he says, oh, we're not doing it anymore? You lose your job.
if the work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to
You getting paid, nigga. You think it's that easy just to pick up a camera and go live? Stupid, ugly,
throughout your
and
shift
hippie.
Yeah.
and deal with your
Tasks you gotta do
coworkers
throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal thing. Tell me how
Dude,
much
Bert,
you
hey,
do with
yeah,
that
this shit
stuff
pissed me
while
off
you're
real,
actually
dude.
doing your job for however many number
Okay,
of hours that
perfectly.
you are talking and typing and shitting and
There's
eating and all
niggas
that
who's-
stuff that
who's
everybody's
screaming,
watching you do.
I
Go ahead.
guarantee
No,
you,
but
I
there's
can go on
actually a
somebody's screen
mental
that
aspect.
for 8 hours.
I understand that, yeah.
No,
Man,
wait,
matter of
yeah,
fact,
yeah. Camaraderie.
we doing
Like
after
you have
this
like a
video.
group
We
of
doing
people,
this.
like friendships,
Hey.
relationships, which is the most
Sure.
important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that? And
Sorry, bye. See you later.
Seeing a lot of flags.
Damn.
Sorry.
friendships, relationships, which is the most
Sure.
important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that? And
Sorry, bye. See you later.
Seeing a lot of flags.
Yes, nigga, get your fuck on, dude. You couldn't take it. You couldn't
So
take
I'm
it.
Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right. Hang on. She's right. She's right. I'm not gonna lie. She's right.
9 to 5.
She's right. 9 to 5. Hey, look good though. Hey, we good.
All right, so you guys were talking
Look,
about
she
the
just said
mental
it, but you don't even know
aspect,
what
and I
you
thought that was
talking
really
about. Choke
interesting
dumbass.
because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home. But if I didn't, I would have to cook for
just threw
myself
me off.
and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect. And I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long have you
berated.
been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other opportunities.
You say a lot of
There's no relaxation.
bro.
It's like an
He
answer a
talking
couple.
fix-
So you were saying like
That's
to
what
go
they
back
was
to the
all
beginning, you were
thinking.
saying
That's
like
what they
you
was
can
all
manage like
thinking
your
when they-
time,
that's why they
like
was like, she
relationship
right,
with
bro.
like
Now
you have
those
your
old ladies
girlfriend,
were like,
you go
yeah.
home, like,
I
what the fuck
fortunately
they
have a
talking
support
about?
system, but I every day like ask myself how I would
So
have
I'll
been
give you
able
a
to do it
perfect
without.
Fit in.
I was so you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a
that
sudden it
shit
went
down. I remember.
Right, I lost everything,
Down.
fell off
He was about to
completely. About to
Boy, make
bust.
no
It's a real
money.
story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why you smiling?
We've all been there. Every 9 to 5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a
She talking
support
about-
system. I moved across the country from my parents
let
at the
me-
age of 19. Lived a alone in an
Had to get a
apartment,
prayer in,
was
bro. Had
paying
to
a
get a
certain amount
prayer
of
in.
money every
Had
single
to get a
month, and I
prayer
was
in.
losing money. I wasn't making enough
to get
money
a
to pay my
prayer
rent. Like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making
It was
more than my
serious,
rent.
yeah.
So I was
You were in
losing.
the red every
I
month.
was in the
I
red
got
every
you.
single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone
whammy.
across the country. So it's like when you're alone too, and me at the time, so
Look at her.
alone
Double whammy.
across the country. So it's like when you're alone too, and everything's
so,
going
hey,
down.
hey,
Where's my
she
support
pissed me off.
system?
I don't like why she's laughing, bro.
Yeah. like,
Alone
you
too, and
pissed me
everything's going down. Where's my support system?
I don't like why she's laughing, bro.
So I have a question. You said that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's privilege.
It is.
But my mom. How's that privilege? Before you
It's
go to that?
privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to
What is
take
that?
9
That's
to
a whole different
5s.
discussion. So a lot of
Right,
people
yeah,
don't
just
have
going off
houses.
A lot of
when they
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or accept
But that's a
them.
whole different conversation. What does that have to do with the 9 to 5?
Because they still need
Right, someone's supporting him. What the fuck? Shut the fuck. If he's out the house, that means the mom is out the house too at 15. You were 15. Stupid bitch.
to survive. So the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you move to
opportunity- I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
Do you not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Don't matter. Is it privileged or not? You got a roof over your head.
Okay, well, I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able to, but I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first
Why
place.
did you wave your flag?
So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know because I didn't set my
Yeah.
goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do.
Right.
If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
It's
How is it not
not.
secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings,
But
to have an audience. And even if you do lose all your followers one day,
Yeah.
even if
Let's
you
say I
lose,
lost it all tomorrow.
you still have residuals of your previous viral
But that's-
videos. Even if people are hating on
that's
you and
not
shitting on you,
necessarily-
that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of $1,000s.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
are we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
But like, still, bro, like, dude, the bitch, you literally just kept proving his point down. You made yourself look stupid. Hope she know that, bro. Dude. Oh, this nigga got a suit on and everything. He ball with a great beard, bro. And this not it's a depth up here. This shit finna be dumb as fuck,
Good.
dude.
So first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job. You don't know that. I mean, that I do know it for sure. It's very clear.
I'm
people
cool
have
with
to
you. Y'all can
wake
say
up
that,
and
I
do their
guess.
routine over and over
Yeah,
again. It's
I'm
not
cool with that.
a daily
Bruh,
thing. It's a
I'm
weekly
cool with
thing.
that,
It's
but
a
it's like,
monthly
it's just the
thing.
fact
It's a
how they
yearly
just
thing.
tomorrow,
It's a
that's the
life
most
thing.
easiest thing. No,
And
it's
if
not
they
the
screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful.
Wait, hold
It's a
on.
life thing. And if they a daily thing, it's a weekly thing, it's a monthly thing, it's a yearly thing, it's a life thing. And if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're gonna lose their job. If you
can get that shit right back, nigga. What? Not even that, nigga. If a screamer right now said the most wildest thing, like what happened to the baby got canceled crazy. Say a screamer, that happened to a screamer, bro. He's done for. He's not coming back. They's not gonna want him back because we haven't heard shit from the baby ever since.
lose
Bro,
some followers,
I'm telling you.
because of something you say, you'll get other followers, and you have
Huh?
you have a large following enough
you get other
where there's
followers.
enough of a range of perspectives that people will
Dog,
always be on
dog.
board for you as long as
20
you're producing
yes, they-
content.
bro, I don't think
People
they
who
work
screw up at their jobs
24/7,
and lose
nigga.
their jobs, and they're
Even
and
if they
maybe there's a
doing what they
recession, there's
doing,
not a lot of
uploading
jobs.
a video
as
and
could be
or
now.
streaming, nigga, they gotta work
you know,
right back.
they get potentially homeless or worse.
You ever heard of cancel culture?
They break is
What's
when
that?
they
Yeah,
finna
of
go
course
to
I've
sleep,
heard of it.
nigga.
But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean, it happens all the time. Your boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
Okay, but check it
you're
out.
done.
Okay, so listen, but to be able to get that loyal following of people that
do follow you,
Yes.
you need to build that over years
Okay.
and years and years and hours of trust
All right.
and communication and
Sacrifice.
intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not something that's just given to you.
Look,
that
the
you
things-
don't just fall into 1 million subscribers, 2
Of
million
course
subscribers,
not.
3 million
Of course
subscribers.
not. It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general.
No, you a lot older than these niggas. No, don't say a little nigga. A
Things
lot.
from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever. But at the same time, like you're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll that it takes dealing with people and getting comments and this and that, that's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to your job and then be there and like be on the whole time, no matter what.
Bitch, they do the same thing. They get to their job. Their job is scream or they gotta edit or whatever. They gotta do that. Boom. Think of ideas what to do. Do y'all know? Y'all don't think y'all know how hard it is to come up with ideas to do. And if your shit is ass, niggas will not fuck with you for real. Like what? I don't think they
Anyone who has a 9 to 5
understand,
has
bro.
to do that.
I said, what do you do?
Well, I'm a college professor, so I have to do that same
So
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, bro.
Right,
You
you're right.
already know what you're doing.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular,
That's facts. Hey, yo, I'm glad Silky just
Silky's
said that.
point, your college
I'm glad
professor,
he
you're
just said that.
essentially reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take
what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I
You were-
don't think
okay.
anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this
nigga,
room could
dog.
so.
I don't know if
So
that's
I had
something to be proud of, but
I
okay.
So I had to
Come
do
here
that
and
for
troll
4
it,
years,
dude,
right?
bro.
And then I'm like,
I
okay.
knew you were
Then I
gonna
had to
troll
do
with that,
YouTube
bro.
for 4 years,
Okay.
right?
All
And then
Dude,
I had
bro.
to do FaZe Clan, build FaZe Clan out, fix FaZe Clan, and then
Okay.
do streaming.
Okay.
So
And
you're
with how many
constantly-
people helping you?
You're how many people helping me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
For which stages?
Yeah, all of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
Oh, when I was trick
Was
shotting-
it just you? Like
No. It
Okay.
was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
and
what
if
you
it
did
didn't
in the
exist,
first
if it didn't exist, you couldn't press play, you couldn't press record, and then just talk.
They just they are some total hypocrites and dumbasses. They don't think before they speak. Yo, play that fucking back.
How many people helping you?
Literally just prove this.
Yeah.
Come on.
Literally.
For which stages?
Yeah, all of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
When I was trick
Was
shotting-
it just you?
No,
Like,
no. It
Okay.
was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
and
what
if
you
it
did in
didn't
the previous
exist,
voice.
if it didn't exist, you couldn't press play, you couldn't press record,
So the fact that
and
you
then
have
just talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on. Then
Yeah.
boom, there you go.
Right, but I
Yeah,
also
you
had
have
to
a
spend
campus to
years
teach.
earning my credentials and mastering.
And I did it.
Come on, guys. Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you
Video
just want to
games.
get paid to play video games. It's okay. We understand.
Oh, fucking nasty fart ass. Every time somebody prove a point, they change the goalposts. Every time they just try to flip it back.
Is coming from
I heard it back right here, right here,
physical
right
job.
here.
Doesn't seem like
Ow.
any of you guys can even compete with the
Oh,
physicality.
brother.
You guys just this is
I know how to do it.
Even
What?
compete this physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the
Oh,
physicality.
brother.
You guys just this is
I
this
know
is
how to do a three-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone
know.
is
They think
very
it's that-
different.
They think it's that
Very
easy.
different
They don't
than
understand
having
when
to get
it's just you.
in the
When it's just you, a camera, a mic, go live, and there's nobody watching your shit, nigga. You ain't gonna know
Honey,
what to do.
carry
You gonna freeze
all
up.
of your
You ain't
gear.
gonna know what
You've
to
gotta
do.
carry all of your
Then you gonna be
hair
talking to
makeup,
yourself,
all of your,
literally.
all of your
Full of thumb as hell.
supplies. You
But
have
that's
to
the shit
haul
that
it
they just gotta
around.
put
Get up
both of them
early
to
in the
get where you wanna
morning.
be at,
You
bro.
have to. You stand on your feet all
Bet.
day. You never sit down.
I hear you, I
You're
hear you.
I built a
breathing in.
house.
You're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
All right, can I talk? Can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
Your
Just
job
chill,
isn't
chill.
dangerous.
So
your
thing
job
is-
isn't
your thing
physically
is
taxing.
Certain points, their job is kind of fucking dangerous. Cause like, say the IRL streamers at first of all, yeah, that the SWAT and shit, bro. I don't think they understand. They don't even know what the big screamers that be.
You're just talking into your mic.
Anything can
Man,
happen.
listen,
These
listen, so
dudes
your whole
are
thing is
scream,
about-
bro. Someone
your
can
whole
scream
thing is
like they
we
shit and
can't
pop
do
out.
what you
Nigga,
do.
switch cheese. Nigga,
Right?
I don't think
It's
niggas
not
don't
physical.
understand,
They're saying
bro.
that
I
a
just-
9 to
Niggas
5
can
job
do
where
that,
you
just
physically
look
have
over
to
they-
do
bro.
some hauling around stuff.
So
Yeah, they don't
physically,
physically-
I
niggas
physically
nobody
can't
talking
haul
about
around
working these nine to
bags
fives.
of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't
You
hold
talk about
a
some
controller
trick shot
and
stuff.
make a 200K montage.
Come
on, man. No one in here. Come on, man. None of you could.
But you
none
can
of
carry
you-
some, just
none of you
some
could
hair and makeup.
physically
And you have
go
to do that for 12 hours a day.
Yes. Actually,
You're
yes.
thinking of 4 days they had a trick
Wait,
shot. It's
wait,
taking you 4 days
wait.
they had a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have
Hours
to
a
do
day.
that.
And then your day is never done. When you're done doing that, is your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace all of the things that you use?
No. Listen,
You have to
Vicky,
clean
listen,
all of
Vicky.
your gear.
You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You don't know
done.
about like the Elgato wasn't on.
When
Can
you're
you
done, you're
imagine
done.
these
Oh
things?
my
God, disable
Elgato?
resample.
If I rendered my video
Oh
in
my
Vegas and I
God,
sent
they won't even understand if one of your equipment just fucks up. Boom, there it goes. Especially if you don't even have the paper done for it, because you just scored off straight from streamer, bro.
editor clips without disabling and resample.
Oh my God.
My montage is fucked. Your main underlying argument here is what you do is physically
Daily, day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and
Yeah.
hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so
I don't
how many hours a day do you trick shot?
I don't think
How many hours a day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However
Every
long I
day, 12
needed
hours
to.
a day
However
trick
long I
shotting?
needed to hit a clip.
12 hours a day, every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 1010. I would have to get to last. I would have to pray to God that he would be
Y'all
in the
laughing,
right
he's
spot,
not trolling.
throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down. I gotta have my rotations.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zone.
Stick drip.
It's for the most part, but that is not all YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
I just said that. That's facts. I just said that, bro. I just said that.
Wait.
They're laughing. That's happening. Recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him.
They're laughing. That's happened. Recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost
died.
almost
He
decapitated
quoted
him.
his
when he
thoughts.
was-
Dude, I don't think niggas don't understand, bro. Dude, I don't think people understand when they do go IRL screen, bro.
Selma, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I am very occupational. My last job, I worked as
A
a
librarian?
librarian with elementary school children. I have been an executive secretary.
Why is she up here?
Quiet, peaceful.
Yes, yes, all that. You know, because it's who you are.
And what the fuck is this hairstyle? I don't want to be me. What the fuck is this? A low cut with some
you know, we
bullshit on the
create
side.
social media all the time.
Nigga, did you
because that's what we are. We're
I don't wanna
9 to
be-
5
hey, let
and
me
we
shut up, bro.
interact and
God bless, bro.
have energy
I'm
with
tripping.
people. Where I
Let
don't
me
think
chill,
that you
bro.
guys have.
Let me chill, bro.
We have energy.
Are you serious?
You have false energy because you're across the screen. You're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right now?
interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
Wait, isn't she debating for us? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me.
There's millions of people who watch the video.
Yes.
Who save lives every day.
Yes.
Probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that literally
Okay.
stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about
That's
going
facts.
out
People- that-
and to the clubs at
niggas
night,
was
staying
going
out
to
till 2, 3
Solomonati.
o'clock in the morning, trying
Emailing
to get
her,
up
he
at
was
6
showing that
o'clock in the
shit.
morning so
Nigga
you
was
can
talking
get
about
dressed.
killing
So you was
to
having
get-
fun.
Hell,
That MILF is bad. You was one sick motherfucker. You know that? The fact that you even hit something like that, bro. What is up with you? That's what you like, Kim? You like something like that? ban his ass. I mean, do your thing, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody
So,
got their
but I'm
types,
saying
bro.
it's like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people like this.
Okay. Now,
Don't touch me.
What kind of shit's going on?
you go to the club, you get to put some shades on, and you go
You
while you're
there.
getting to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk.
What? Back to this video though.
Shades on, and you
You
go
talking about-
while you're dating to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that your
drunk,
choice?
You're high. You're
But is
hungover.
that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You
What do you mean?
chose that. You chose this
No,
life.
that's the thing. We can't. We
And
can't
that's
do
what's
what
happening
you do.
now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9 to 5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with
souls,
people's
mind. No, you are not.
Do you know how many bands we meet a day?
I think.
Hey.
Look, I appreciate you. I
Hey.
appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you
because
watch
I
any
think,
entertainment?
Oh my God.
Of course, I watch
So do you
entertainment.
ever,
I got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course, I
So
laugh.
then they
We're
interaction with
touching
you.
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make
real.
you feel better?
When I'm
Did it
watching
make you, wait, did it make you feel better?
What make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have you
all
ever been
depends
entertained and
on
been like,
what's coming.
oh, I feel good?
Some of it is fake.
right now.
Some of it
Into
is fake.
Silky.
You're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay,
no,
well, let
no,
me
no.
answer
Check,
because I'm
bro.
debating him,
Okay, yeah.
but go ahead.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now.
all
Go
right,
ahead.
come on.
So when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with that?
The difference with you is that you guys do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
You know, you just like you. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
So it's easier.
I'm a very.
Yes, you just this is literally what I'm saying too. You can nobody knows y'all 9 to 5 workers, so y'all can just go out, nigga. Just imagine.
Social. I'm a very
Y'all
social
can be a regular civilian and just
person.
walk down the
I'm
street.
Very
Nigga,
popular.
just
in what I
imagine
do,
Castanet
and
trying to walk in on St. Louis down the street. Nigga was a troll. Nigga, you don't know what the fuck is coming up to him. Niggas probably rob him or be a fan. No in
I
between.
do social media.
I'm saying what we do has not affected people. It's not real. How come when I go out in public?
Matter
and
of
I
fact,
meet someone and they're like,
most
"Oh my
likely we're
God,
robbed
wait,
trying to rob him.
I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hand
single
shaking, their
day.
hand shaking.
Every time, bro.
You were my child.
It's like-
you know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel.
He's trying to argue, she's
That's-
not even
I've
listening
had
at
Ben 10
all, bro.
Hundreds of times throughout years of my life, had kids come up to me and say these things.
Okay.
It's like, dude, it's like, you old people, listen.
Robbie, I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day. bro.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard.
Yeah,
My
nurse is
aunt was.
hard.
That is the
I'll
most
give that.
difficult
A
shit.
nurse
How are you gonna
is
disrespect
hard
your
as
mom
shit.
like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right
The
now.
steps you gotta
You're gonna
go through.
disrespect
she
your
was
mom
at.
and say that your work is harder?
That's one thing I
That's
can
so
take the show, bro.
rude,
Nigga,
honestly.
She works 2 of them.
Okay,
She works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She could work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said.
He is
You don't watch
tripping,
because
dog.
I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's
He is
harder.
tripping.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get
single
judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats.
Hey.
I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
That's ass too, guys.
I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat.
Yeah, Will.
Come on, bro.
Hey.
Is what you do fun?
Dog.
Do you enjoy what you do?
If I make it fun,
Do you make it fun?
I could make it fun.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down for me. What do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Ooh, we lucky it's fucking
Not fun at all.
I can't
Because
say
this
what I
dude was
wanna
talking
say.
for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous, I'm not gonna lie. But,
You on his diesel.
okay, so look, right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh,
Thank you.
Hey, that was sarcasm. You didn't read it. No, I'd like to. hear
No,
this.
listen.
Shut
Listen
your
to the time that I wake up. I
Bitch ass up, nigga.
wake up maybe 3, 4
Say that,
p.m.
nigga.
You know what I'm
And if you
saying?
know what I really
I'm
trying
already
to say.
drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them.
No, let him.
No, let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
Okay, waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up, I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure, cause I got a lot of comments now. You know, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure that my yeah.
He's got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So
Yeah.
you know.
This, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I'm freshly saving. I'm not saving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, shave that little scruffy shit off your face. Cool.
Silky
Right?
got fat.
Now I have to gain
These
more
dudes,
rivals. But probably 1 to 2
Why they
hours
keep talking
before
about the
stream. You know
game?
why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I could just game it after work, bro.
No
I
energy.
can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta sit here and
Silky,
plan
bro.
with
What are you
somebody
doing,
what
bro?
I'm
You
gonna
fucking
do
up,
for
bro.
today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we can just scrub
Guess
something
what?
around
No
here.
content, no money.
No content, no money.
Nothing.
Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m., I'm still probably thinking I gotta do something for stream.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what's crazy?
My mind
8, 9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work
He
today.
already did my ear.
I did my work today.
He took the same boss already.
You don't work, you can go chill. Like you
I don't want to hog the space here
What's the
too much,
next
but
thing
do
you gotta
you know
do
the
for the next stream?
expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
Yeah.
No, I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
It means-
is that racist?
Play it.
No social
All right,
cues.
all right.
Oh, you're back?
Babe, I want to say to you,
Yeah,
Rhonda.
that man, get him the fuck
I'm
on.
your black auntie.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
want to say.
Oh my
You
goodness.
said
Why
you
is she
don't
back
like
up here?
people. It's all about relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said
I'm an
you
introvert.
said,
I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
and that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping
Shut the
other
fuck up.
people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
That's facts, bro. I don't think they understand too. Like, nigga, content creators really do be saving people out because the enjoyment, the laugh they get, laugh and shit, bro. It make their day better, bro. Bro, I don't think people straight don't understand that, bro.
Uh-oh, here you go.
I want to know who they look up to. I want to know who they look up to and shit, bro. When it, like you know how we got basketball players or rappers. I want to know who's like all they shits, bro.
You look great.
That's right, I'm Thelma
Like, bro.
again.
I believe 9 to 5 is
Why
harder.
she up here again?
I mean, fuck. No. I believe.
This dude chasing, bro, dog.
Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
So my question
Nah,
again.
I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again.
She
my
keeps
question.
laughing at everything. He even laughed at the part. You say you cook, man. No.
If
You
think
made
it's
you
so
went
much
up there and
harder-
made yourself like
Why are
probably
you
the
doing
dumbest one.
I'm
up there.
passionate about it.
Okay, so
Oh,
you love
dumbass up left.
You love streaming. So do you love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
Yeah.
I had to make sacrifice, and
So
that's
you-
what you have to
so
do.
you lost
with
the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a
You
9 to 5,
lost the human
if I
touch
was flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a
This shit
girlfriend.
don't say this shit
But
had
you
none
lost
of
the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every
I
single
get what
day.
you trying to say. Like, what you trying?
Maybe
Like
one,
some,
2, 3.
Okay,
like,
and
like
then back
physical-
to my point.
like
back
some
to my
touch,
point.
like
Is that
spiritually,
your
like
choice?
physically in the
Was
spirit,
that
like, bro.
your choice?
This shit's still the same as doing a screen.
No,
Just
that's
do a
my
screen,
point.
bro.
That's my
But
point.
it's to a certain
Was
extent,
that-
at least.
You gave up your girlfriend for streaming. Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag.
Fuck yeah.
He ran up a
Yeah,
bag.
you did it for a
Shit,
bag.
man, you
The
know,
thing
choosing to
is,
scream, man.
it
Look
comes
where
to a
that shit
point.
got him at.
Do I
Yeah.
pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I pick
Something that I
future
love.
for something that I'm passionate about and motion? I pick motion.
Hey, guess what? He can have another bitch. That's a lot of bitches in the
Lala
season.
Costa? Amazing name.
He can go find another one.
I'm an attorney.
She makes a percent off people's fuck ups. I like that.
If you had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5, that you could create yourself, like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yes,
Because why?
because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't? What?
What the hell,
Come
Jason?
to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of. I started.
You feel stuck.
I feel stuck.
They trolling.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it? Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
All the time.
it's the same thing?
Yeah.
I have to.
That TV show can't. It's done. What
His
happens to all
ass.
those actors?
It's
after that?
canceled
They gotta
because I
go to-
stopped watching?
Well, no, I'm saying thousands of you
Honey.
stopped watching.
I
show
think
gets
you guys
canceled
are
his ass.
mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
and
they
not
got millions.
focusing on-
You guys know what
that
Cartoon
shit-
Network is?
That shit got
It's gone.
Stop, would you come up with a different
Fell off.
plan?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
Dumbass, bro.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a professional model, but
Okay.
I've worked
model?
since I was at the age of 14.
Oh,
I was a gamer too.
I just think personally, like I agree with
model.
Jason that I
What's
think
up?
streaming does take a certain more than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right, and then we all try to do what you guys do,
You get L's in your chat.
the probability of everybody here trying to be an attorney is way higher than somebody making streaming a career.
In 2025, wait, what did you say? Roughly 0.4 to 0.42% of Americans are likely to be licensed practicing attorneys, equivalent to about 1 in every 240 people.
Absolutely, your job is just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There's so many people
I was
like you out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck. I was-
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
I mean,
No,
it's
but
so many
but specifically what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure talent.
Wait,
Okay.
Can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your talent?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual like. The
So you were
gaming.
sitting at home and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life while you were gaming? You're like, oh, let's put a
I
camera.
was 16, so it wasn't really like
yeah,
that.
you weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life, like what should I study, what should I like, where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck. It's
because-
just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get
Hey,
lucky.
people, he's passionate about something. He went for that shit and it worked out. Nigga, stop talking about some lucky.
Put in
man.
hours.
Yeah, no.
That's what we do too. We go to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a little bit of luck.
Okay,
I
that's
think,
the
people
shit
who
y'all
don't have a
did.
job,
Yeah,
they feel they
y'all
wanna
be
get lucky
saying,
by getting
oh,
a
this
job.
what y'all
So I
are
think people
professional
even
right
having
now.
a job is
Nigga, the same
some
thing.
sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us could do this? No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss
Is
all
he
his
the
hard
best?
work and all of his
Is he the
talent?
best?
I got
Is
four.
he?
I got
No,
fourth
no,
last
but
year. No. Let me give my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling him
like-
you're
So that's not luck.
Like, bro,
That's
it's like
pure.
the
That's
basketball players, bro. Niggas only like 400 of them, bro. You know, 400 out of what? Billions of people, bro.
pure
I
skill.
don't
So
think-
you're dismissing,
Nigga.
is Michael Jordan lucky? Is
Okay,
LeBron
that's
James
cool.
lucky?
That's
Are
crazy.
they like
That's
the
crazy.
same?
So
They
that's
have a
players, bro.
talent. They have
They
a
were-
talent.
they had a
But
team.
as,
So what
you
he-
know how many talented people out there and don't get the chance, they don't get the shot at it?
I don't want to take up his time. So he's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said.
That's what you just said.
What he did to
I
get
said
to where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
Or people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA?
But I didn't even get a shot. It was I did it off the strength of me. There was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was just. You dead ass?
Yo, you being serious?
Why you laughing?
I can't Why they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school.
And yeah,
So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking,
stand on it, stand on
if
it.
that's luck,
where's the luck at
edited by him?
equation?
Again,
is there a
I don't think
percentage?
they
We
mean-
are all lucky in
that's
some way,
how-
right? If we don't have a
that's
job,
crazy.
we're lucky in some sort of way. But
God bless.
off of specific
Right,
pure
yeah, you can
talent.
say the same thing. Did you get lucky because you made the job, nigga? It's hella people who apply to the same job as you, but you one of the only people. You one of the few people who get accepted. Is that like? But do you got a talent for that motherfucker? No, nigga.
And I worked on that since I was 16.
Again,
again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you.
Yeah.
Just talk in general. And there's so many people that are very talented, never get a shot because they don't do the right thing. They don't go the right path. They don't meet the right people. So there are so many even talented actors here. They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck. I just saw an opportunity and just genuinely took it. It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, you know what, I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to make it a career. Is there something funny?
She keep laughing. Kick her.
Freaking video video game.
It's a talent.
Permission to dick ride? Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly, that's that privilege. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game and do what I do.
You couldn't do it.
That's a skill.
Your son couldn't do it. Your grandkids couldn't do it.
Some people
Your
can't.
son's grandkids could never do it. They could never do it.
Anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many hours a day did you spend?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So I wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus would come at 7. I go to home, come back, and do it again. I was 16. What's funny?
See, there's a disconnect here, because to you guys, when you guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
Do you not
good
think?
enough
Do you not
content,
think if you're talented at something, it's a God-given gift?
Video games is not like...
You don't think you?
There's a gift in when niggas be hella cold at the damn game, bro. I don't think niggas understand that, bro. There's called professionals.
You don't
for a
think it's
reason in
talent.
video
You're
games.
just
They
too
make
old to
millions,
That's
nigga.
it's just, I can't argue because
Y'all could never
I
play
gotta
FNCS either. It's
I
the
gotta
same
keep
shit.
it a buck. There's a disconnect. You come from a generation where this didn't
that's
exist.
talent, bro.
Career.
I don't think niggas understand,
You
bro.
looked at this career and you laughed. Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports?
Oh.
When you grew up, this didn't exist, so no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit, because you're from a completely different generation.
That's why I was talking about
You
her
just
earlier,
don't get
talking
it,
about the
and I don't know
60s,
if you ever will be able to wrap your head around.
Oh.
And it's fun, but it's like
And that's
again, it's
okay.
Oh, you gotta
That's
fight
fine.
back.
You'll get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap your head around.
Oh.
and it's fun. But it's like again, it's
Oh, you gotta fight
That's what you were saying too.
back.
They
You
just,
gotta
they
fight
just,
back. I'm not
they
gonna lie.
just saying shit and not even listening. That's what you said earlier too. They just don't like shut the
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice.
This
What's up?
past-
My name's Ronnie.
You were talking about job security. Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like taking it back to that's being what? What does that even mean?
You lose everything. Every dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
The same way
reinvent.
you can do if you get laid off. You get a
Yeah,
new
that's
job.
it's
Oh, and-
it's kind
okay.
of is it not the same concept? Like
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media." That's kind of an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
I know,
And
but
then-
if you lose a job.
And how many TikTok's big stars is there now? Nigga, all the motherfuckers fell off. I only know one. Only know one of them now.
You
can't
just
see-
get another
No,
one?
Everybody
you
else
can't
fell off.
search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I interview every day.
Not to be mean, but she fucking
I give the same spiel, have to give that smile of
Yeah.
on
Yeah, she
walking
is. I
through
see
your
it.
I uploaded
resume.
videos. I uploaded
Yeah,
videos
she
for
is.
7 years and barely
Yes,
got
she
any
is.
views.
I ain't gonna
And
say
did
shit.
you,
probably
wait,
about
you
it at
uploaded
all.
7 videos and,
And
didn't get any views
went to school, and still.
and paid rent?
Yes, I still
She,
worked.
like,
I worked
Oh,
little
so that
slow.
you had another job.
as a parking attendant. Yes.
Okay, and was that harder
Then what?
than streaming?
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good at
Wait,
your
he's
job.
waiting for.
Yeah, when cars park, they're done. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Well, that's
I'm not security.
that's
I just
a
go.
one
I go like this. I
9
go
to
like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill. I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with,
Ooh,
sorry,
but people
my
play.
nephew.
Millions play video games, but there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
Gifted?
Yes.
What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm
Just
open
like
to
with
it being a
basketball,
talent.
nigga. Bron, he's fucking gifted, nigga. That's the only nigga that you would probably see ever in basketball that size and do all that shit. Wemby, we never seen nobody like Wemby, ever.
I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this
You'd be
flip.
surprised. I mean, there's people out there who are genuinely the
That they have their opposable
the
thumbs
most
like
gifted-
so good.
That's like saying, here's a paintbrush, go paint me Picasso. Yeah, that's
Like,
what?
saying this is so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job,
Yeah,
for 10
you should be
months,
able to compete.
Go
Compete
pick up a
and go
controller
down.
and go
Perhaps.
hop in
Go
this
off the rip.
$1 million tournament
You
and
could
win
never.
it.
You couldn't.
Perhaps.
You couldn't. You
Perhaps.
couldn't. You couldn't. You couldn't. You couldn't.
Qualify.
You couldn't.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even
qualify?
find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work for it,
I know,
but
So like, but you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing.
I'm
Like,
not
oh, it's
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not a
easy.
skill. It's not a talent.
That's
I
not
said it's a skill.
easy.
I didn't say it's a talent.
Not
I said
everybody
it's a
can go
skill.
on a $1 million
It's a skill that you
tournament.
can
How
hone,
do
you
you
can
know?
master.
How do you know if
No.
it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if
I
you don't.
played Mario
Say
Kart.
like, nigga, $1 million tournament. Say it's like 100K people go there. Nigga, that's probably only like 10 people who actually go win that bitch out of 100,000 people, bro. Hey, come on, bro.
I've played other
Not
games.
a professional level though.
No, not a professional level because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, so but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level. So how can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder?
What
how
is-
do you know?
what
how
does
do
it
you
take
know?
to be on that level?
I've worked a 9 to 5.
Yeah, what is-
Nigga, my nigga Rizm. He's been playing 2K with me for like 10 years. Wait, not 10 years. What? Not 7 years now. That nigga is still probably the worst game I ever seen in my damn life. Never improved. Never, ever.
What does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all
Just
the time.
gift?
Tens of thousands of hours of work
Uh-huh.
and editing and filming and constantly
I'm just
having
talking
to
about pure
innovate and
skill. As far as like the
reinvent
videos and
yourself.
stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had to
did-
put tens of thousands of hours
Could you get a
into my
refresh second
studies.
zone, Tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no mats? Can you get a refresh on the best players? You
I
couldn't.
can also I can circle back and give
Do
you
you know how to
different
short
terms
launch pad?
from
When you're
my
trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know
I
how to
don't know
short?
No,
launch
I
it?
don't. But if I
Exactly,
want,
you couldn't, but Excel sheet, you can do Excel sheet.
no, but exactly. I
They're
can
just
go-
talking. They're just talking game.
These
As
refreshes
a
don't come to
babysitter,
you.
I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us four
Put our
took
brains-
3 days, you don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh,
But let me give you. If I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
if I wanted to, I would.
So let's pay for her, whatever it is.
Okay,
Give you 3
please.
days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's
Oh,
not how
what
the job works.
happened?
You pay me,
What
I'll get the job
happened?
done.
I don't think that is that. These niggas can work on Amazon. That shit hella easy. Nigga, them Amazon workers can pick up fucking controller, bro. Them niggas would be the asses niggas, bro. Bro.
I would say.
Wait, what did they eat not forward now? Give their final thoughts on streaming is actually more difficult, bro. They didn't really listen, bro. They just dumb as hell. Bro.
I would say, in a
I would listen
sense,
to more they
yes,
side too,
because
bro.
you have to put in the work, and you got to be on 24/7.
Okay.
It's difficult
he
to
agreed.
answer that question
Okay.
for us, I think, because
He
we
said
didn't
yes.
come up in this time frame in this
No,
era.
that's why I said
and
earlier.
technology is totally
why do they
different
got her?
now.
She talking about
Because we were
60s.
just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with cop. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are. But it's not, what we did was, we just feel like what we did was harder. And that's what I think.
My mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that
Why?
normal
See,
jobs are harder.
I knew it. Bitch ass.